Life has two sides, love and loss, hatred and betrayal. One day, there are two nipa houses owned by Aling Biang and Aling Sebia. Aling Biang has a husband named Paul, while Aling Sebia on the other side lives alone. Aling Biang and his husband had a conversation about their lives. Aling Sebia tried to get Aling Biang's husband's attention. Later that afternoon, Aling Biang came to see Aling Sebia and she unexpectedly saw his husband with Aling Sebia making love. Aling Biang can't take watching his husband with another girl, so she left with hatred and jealousy. Aling Biang built a fence so that each other would have a boundary. Aling Sebia asked her why she was building a fence. Aling Biang shouted at her, saying, "Don't you dare pass within this fence." A fence representing pride of the two sides that will never ever be taken down. Her husband was walking towards their door when Aling Biang stopped him and told him that she knew everything between him and Aling Sebia. Paul left them both without any of them knowing. Months have passed. Aling Biang was pregnant with a baby boy. She was alone with no husband by her side. So did Aling Sebia with a baby girl. One day, Aling Sebia was asking for help because she couldn't resist the pain of giving birth. Aling Biang heard it, but she didn't mind because she knows that the father of the baby was Paul. When Aling Biang's baby was born, he was already weak and couldn't stand by his own. The time came that Aling Biang's son was really sick. He was coughing out blood and couldn't breathe. Aling Biang was crying and asking for help, but nobody lent a hand, even Aling Sebia. Iking, the son of Aling Sebia, was jealous of the kids playing outside their house because his mother won't let him play because of his condition. Aling Sebia's daughter has rugged features, a single face and a very narrow brow, and she has a hair that doesn't grow. Aling Sebia's home was like Christmas, for they have a colorful and happy life. While Aling Biang's home was like Halloween, for they live a miserable and complicated life. Iking heard the girl singing next door, which made him feel strong, happy, and alive. It was Christmas Eve, and Aling Biang's house was so quiet, while Aling Sebia's house was full of happiness. Iking went outside their house and asked Aling Sebia's daughter to sing for him because he felt really weak, but she didn't notice him. Because of ignoring him, Iking was barely breathing, collapsed, and lost his life. Aling Sebia's daughter didn't notice Iking because of the fence between them. After a while, Aling Biang realized that Iking was not around, so she went out and looked for him. She was shocked and she wondered why Iking was on the ground lying and unconscious. She checked the pulse and there was none. Anger, hatred, and grudge feeling all over her heart towards Aling Sebia. She felt insulted because Aling Sebia's daughter was still singing while her son was dying. So she came up with a plan to pay for her son's life, a plan that would bring justice to her, a plan that will prove that her fence will be a boundary and can never be taken down. It was never easy to conquer an enemy, but because of all the negativity that happened to her life, it was a pleasure, a at her eyes, seeing Aling Sebia suffering and losing her life.
Go! Obo! Lain nila pagligira!